Hello guys and welcome to the channel. If you're new, please drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. If you're new, if you haven't already, you know what to do. And without further ado, let's get into the topic of today's video, which is logarithms. Not logarithms, logarithms. Now, logarithms can be quite a tricky concept initially to understand. So today, I really just want to break down what is a logarithm. How do we understand them? How do we interpret them? How do we read a logarithm? Right? So, the basic rule when we go and we write logarithms is what we first have to know is that it is a relationship between exponents and the answers of said base raised to an exponent, right? So, a to the power n is equal to x, right? Now, we can go and write this as a logarithm if these conditions are true. A is not equal to 0, A is not equal to 1, and X is greater than 0. Because that means that basically if A is 0, X is 1, A is 1, then it's A. So these conditions, I'd say, do apply and they must be held. Now, this can then be written as a logarithm of the form log base A of x is equal to n. Now, what a logarithm really is, it is an index value. It is to what power must my base be raised to get a specific answer. Now, these values directly correlate to each other, right? So we know that a is the base of an exponent, in this case, and a is the base of the log. So that remains unanimous. It doesn't change. Now, x is the answer of this, right? Of a to the power of something. But what a log really tells us is that something to the base a, right? So the base will give me x if its exponent is n. That is what it tells me. So these two values, right? You kind of have to see them as base exponent pairs, right? And this value is the answer you would get from pairing them up and writing them like this. So let's look at an example. For example, if we have something like log 2 4 is equal to 2, right? So log to the base 2 of 4 is equal to 2. What we know is that, okay, well, this is my base, right? Oh, damn. This is my base, right? And this is my exponent. So what this in returns really tells me is that 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 4, which we know, which means that this logarithm is factually true, or that, log to the base 2 of 4 is equal to 2. So remember again, the word index is very, very important because it's exactly what it is. It gives you an index value, right, for which my base needs to be raised to get a specific answer. I hope that I made it clear as to what a logarithm is. I hope you guys understand it. If you don't, please leave it in the comments so that I can maybe check if I can make another video where I can explain it a bit differently or try to tackle it from a different perspective, a different angle, for you guys to understand it a bit better. We'll go a bit more in depth of what it is. Now, that being said, we sometimes have the necessity in mathematics to write one log of a certain base to the log of another base. So there's a rule that describes this, which is log the base a of x can be rewritten as log x log A, but the base then becomes B. What's nice about this is that the bases between these two logs stay the same, which is nice. But what does this really tell me? And for me to explain what this rule really means is we'll have to look at an example. So say, for example, again, we look at the above example. Let's say we take log 2, or log to the base 2 of 4, and we want to, say, write it to base 8, right? So we want that log to be of the base 8. How do we go about doing that? Well, again, for this type of problem, it's basically substitution, because, all right, we know that this is my A, right? We know that this is my X, and in this case, 8 is my B. So, pretty simple, we just go and write it as such. Is equal to log 8 of 4 over log 8, 2. Now, again, I really hope you understand the concept. If you don't, please leave it down in the comments below so that I can try and view it from a different angle, explain it from a different perspective, maybe help you guys understand it a bit better. If you like the video, you found it educational, please drop a like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, you know what to do. And that is it for this video.